Have you ever wondered what happens when everything we take for granted, electricity, water, the internet, the law, suddenly vanishes in the blink of an eye? When the siren stops sounding and the silence becomes more terrifying than any noise. In that hypothetical end-of-the-world moment, what survivalists call SHTF. When the shit hits the fan, the line between order and chaos is as thin as a razor's edge. And in that harsh new world, a tool of metal and wood originally created for war suddenly becomes the ultimate guarantor of survival. But not every firearm is a wise choice. Some will be your most loyal guardian. Others could be a death sentence, turning you into a target or failing you at the most critical second. Today, we aren't just going to list guns. We are going to analyze a chess game of survival, where each weapon choice is a strategic move. This isn't a list of the most powerful guns. This is a list of 10 iconic choices, each representing a completely different philosophy of survival. What is the choice of a family protector? And what is the fatal mistake of an amateur? Join me as we begin this journey. In any discussion about modern rifles, there is one name that always starts the conversation: the AR-15 platform. Born from Eugene Stoner's design in the late 1950s, this is more than just a rifle. It's a modular system. Like Lego for adults, you can customize it for any mission, from close quarters defense in tight spaces to controlling a wide open area. Chambered in the common 5.56 by 45 millimeter NATO round, it's lightweight, has low recoil, and is incredibly accurate. This is why it became America's rifle. Its greatest advantage is its infinite adaptability. However, this is also its double-edged sword. The AR-15 is a precision machine, demanding cleanliness and regular maintenance. In a world full of dirt, mud, and a lack of specialized tools, its sensitivity can become a fatal Achilles heel. A well-maintained AR-15 could save your life, but a neglected one will jam at the exact moment you can't afford it to. But on the other side of the Cold War, a completely opposite design philosophy was born. A philosophy that didn't prioritize delicate precision. Instead, it worshipped absolute durability. We are talking about the legend, the Automat Kalashnikova, the AK-47, forged by Mikhail Kalashnikov from his brutal experiences on the battlefields of World War II. The AK is the embodiment of brutal practicality. It can be buried in mud, submerged in water, tortured by desert sand. But with a few simple actions, it will continue to spit fire. Its 7.62 by 39 millimeter round has powerful penetration at close and medium ranges, capable of taking down a target behind thin cover. The AK is not the tool of a sniper. It is the weapon of a soldier. Its weaknesses are its inferior accuracy compared to the AR-15 at long range, and its somewhat outdated ergonomics. But in an SHTF scenario, when you have no idea what conditions you'll face, the boring reliability of an AK might be more precious than gold. While a rifle is the backbone of any defense, it can't always be with you. When you're moving through confined spaces or need a compact backup weapon, a reliable handgun is essential. And when it comes to the reliability of modern pistols, the name Glock, particularly the Glock 19, has become the gold standard. Created in the 1980s in Austria, Gaston Glock's polymer frame design started a revolution. It's light, durable, holds a generous 15 rounds of 9mm Luger, and most importantly, it's incredibly simple to use and maintain. Glocks are famous for functioning in the most extreme conditions. However, its very simplicity is something to be aware of. The Glock has no external safety switch, relying only on its internal safe action system. For an inexperienced or careless user, this can be a risk. One slip of the finger, one hurried decision, and your own guardian could cause a tragedy. But sometimes, the stopping power of a single pistol round isn't enough to solve a problem immediately, especially when facing a threat at extreme close range. That is when the distinctive sound of a shotgun being racked becomes the most terrifying warning imaginable. A pump-action shotgun, like a Mossberg 500 or a Remington 870, is the undisputed king of close-quarters combat. Its versatility is unmatched. You can use birdshot for hunting small game and birds, buckshot for home defense, or slugs to turn it into a powerful short-range rifle. The clack-clack sound of chambering a round is often enough to make intruders think twice. However, shotguns have clear limitations: a short effective range, powerful recoil, and a low ammunition capacity. In a prolonged gunfight, the need to constantly reload will leave you vulnerable. It is an expert problem solver within 25 yards, but a clumsy giant beyond that distance. While powerful weapons like shotguns and AK-47s always grab the spotlight, there is an unsung hero in the survival world that many people overlook: the rifle-chambered in .22 long rifle. And the Ruger 1022 is the king of this category. Why such a small caliber? The answer lies in pure practicality. The .22 LR round is extremely lightweight, cheap, and common. You can carry 500 rounds of .22 LR for the same weight as just 30 rounds of a full-size rifle cartridge. It's perfect for hunting small game, a steady food source, without making a loud bang that attracts unwanted attention. Its near-zero recoil makes it an excellent training tool for every member of the family. Of course, it is not an ideal defensive weapon against a well-equipped adversary, but in many situations, the ability to remain quiet and undetected is the best defense of all. Choosing a .22 is not a decision of power. It is a decision of survival wisdom. However, the post-collapse world isn't always about close-range encounters or hunting rabbits. There will be times when you need to control an open space, a field, or a road leading to your shelter. That's when you need range and power. A bolt-action rifle chambered in .308 Winchester or 7.62 NATO is the answer. Names like the Remington 700 or the Tikka T3X are symbols of mechanical accuracy and reliability. With no complex gas system, a bolt action has fewer moving parts, minimizing the risk of failure. The .308 cartridge is powerful enough for large game hunting and for neutralizing threats from hundreds of yards away. This rifle gives you a massive tactical advantage, the ability to solve a problem long before it reaches your doorstep. But it is also a specialized tool. It has a slow rate of fire, and it demands a high level of marksmanship. In the hands of an expert, it is an invisible wall. In the hands of a novice, it is just a heavy club. And if the simplicity of a bolt action is one extreme, then at the other, we have a semi-automatic war machine that also uses the powerful 7.62 NATO cartridge, the M1A, the civilian version of the legendary M14. This is a rifle for those who feel nostalgic for the power of classic battle rifles. It combines the hard-hitting force of the .308 round with a semi-automatic rate of fire, creating a tool that can both suppress from a distance and be flexible enough for mid-range firefights. The sharp, authoritative crack of an M1A is unmistakable. However, power always comes at a price. The M1A is heavy, long, and has significant recoil. Its maintenance is also far more complex than an AK or a bolt-action rifle. It's a rifle that demands its user to have the physical strength and skill to match it. Carrying an M1A is also a clear statement. You are not an easy target, which can both deter the weak and attract the strong. But sometimes, brandishing a modern, military-style weapon is the deadliest mistake you can make. In a world where everyone is on edge, looking like a soldier can make you a priority target. This is where the gray man philosophy comes in, the art of blending in, and nothing represents that better than a classic lever-action rifle, such as a Marlin or Winchester chambered in .30-30. Its image is tied to hunters and farmers, not soldiers. It doesn't have an aggressive-looking detachable magazine, and its manual action doesn't allow for rapid fire like a semi-auto. But don't let its classic appearance fool you. The .30-30 cartridge has been taking down deer and two-legged threats for over a century. It's powerful enough for most situations under 150 yards. A reliable lever action that doesn't draw unwanted attention could be the smartest choice to protect your family without turning your home into a fortress in the eyes of others. Of course, the world of firearms never stops evolving. And if we move past the time-tested designs and look towards the pinnacle of modern rifle technology, we find the FN SCAR. Developed for the United States Special Operations Command, or SOCOM, the SCAR is the answer to the question, can we build one rifle to do it all? It comes in both a light version, the SCAR L in 5.56mm, and a heavy version, the SCAR H in 7.62 NA2. Its design is extremely ergonomic, reliable, accurate, and highly modular. It's like a combination of the best features of the AR-15 and the durability of piston-driven systems. The SCAR is a nearly perfect fighting machine. But that perfection comes with a huge price, both in money and in practicality for an SHTF scenario. Its parts are extremely rare and expensive. If a critical component breaks, your multi-thousand-dollar rifle could become the world's most expensive paperweight. Owning a SCAR could save your life with its superior performance, but it could also cost you your life when its complexity and scarcity become a burden. And from a top-tier, do-it-all rifle, we move to a specialist in a narrower but no less critical field, extreme close-quarters battle. In this arena, one name has been a legend for half a century, the Heckler & Koch MP5. This is the submachine gun trusted by special forces and counter-terrorist units worldwide. Using the 9mm pistol cartridge, the MP5 has extremely low recoil, allowing for incredibly fast and accurate bursts on target. Its unique roller-delayed blowback system provides a smoothness and reliability that is second to none. In the narrow hallway of a building, the MP5 is a surgical scalpel. However, it is a very risky choice in a survival context. The 9mm round lacks the penetrating power of a rifle cartridge. Beyond 50 yards, its effectiveness drops dramatically. Furthermore, it is a complex, expensive weapon, and in most places, its fully automatic version is illegal for civilians. Choosing the MP5 is like betting that every single confrontation will happen at arm's length. That is a very dangerous bet. So, we have journeyed through 10 philosophies, 10 choices, from the flexibility of the AR-15 to the durability of the AK-47, the quietness of the .22, to the specialized power of a sniper rifle. By now, you've probably realized there is no single best gun for every scenario. The gun that can save your life isn't the most expensive one or the most powerful one. It's the one that fits your environment, your skills, and most importantly, the one you know inside and out, maintain meticulously, and practice with until it becomes an extension of yourself. A firearm is just a tool. Wisdom, preparation, and a calm mind are the real ultimate weapons. It's the wrong choice. The overconfidence in technology while neglecting skill, that will cost us our lives the fastest. So, what about you? What is your survival philosophy? Would you choose adaptability, absolute reliability, or the ability to remain unseen? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this discussion useful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss more in-depth content. Because in the world of weapons, as in life, knowledge is always the strongest shield. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.